Hey, Delise. Hey, Stamper Girl. And hey, Kim. How are you? I guess Delise and Stamper Girl are the same one. But anywho, I hope everybody is doing well. And I am having a pretty nice weekend thus far. I was happy because my Not Too Shabby shipment showed up, and it showed up. I thought I wasn't going to get it until next week. So I'm excited. So I just wanted to show you guys what I got. It's mostly the fall release, but there was also some stuff from the Halloween release I didn't pick up. Well, I don't think it's really from the Halloween release, but it came out at the same time. Oh, your dog's name is Oliver? That's great, Kim. I had a really nice dog growing up. She was a spaniel, and she was just very happy most of the time. I feel like labs are the same way. Like they're just happy to be there. I'll have to ask Lynn about poodles if they're also just happy to be there. But anyway, let's see what we got. I should say there is a mystery craft along at, depending on your time zone, let's just say 2 hours from now, which would be 4 o'clock Central and something else in other time zones. But as you can see, I got some more stuff. And do I really need more paper? Probably not, but I got some anyway. And we don't need to look at the container or the packing slip because I kind of like being surprised. So we can just get rid of this. And let's see what we got going on. First, we always get these cute little message cards. I actually keep one of these next to my desk just because I sometimes forget all the Not Too Shabby details. But if you're not familiar with them, they basically do several monthly releases, and then they also do some quarterly releases as well. Oh yeah, alrighty. So let's see what we got. We got a freebie, which I think I got one of these in the Halloween order I made as well. But these are the new fall enamel dots. I can actually grab. Let me grab for. Are these the fall ones? These are the fall ones. I have the. So these were the summer ones. So these are, and then these are the fall ones. As you can see, the color palette is more harvesty with this nice brown, and I really like the olive green and the almost goldenrod yellow. It's a little I think a little more orangey leaning than that, but anyway. And there are clear ones and pink and light blue if that's your thing. But those are great, and I just love using enamel dots generally as like just kind of, I don't know, an embellishment of choice. They're very low mess. Oh, hey T, how are you? Welcome. Also, if you want links for anything, scrolling at the bottom is my link tree. If you need to buy Not Too Shabby stuff, I have an affiliate link, and that would be cool. And let's jump into it with sort of the non-fall stuff first. If I can find the paper pad that goes with this. Here we go. So I got this because I really don't own a lot of birthday stuff. This is Birthday Happiness, and it's got sort of the color palette we saw a lot this summer. I think a little more of a saturated pink than that, but we still have our yellows and our blues, which I think that just have been awesome lately. And this is just really cheerful and has a bunch of really cute patterns in it. This has been happening a lot lately too, which are these sort of pinstripes or like a very light background with all the colors that are in the paper pad, and I really like those just because they're just so nice to use with other stuff because they just blend in. And then this says lots of things. This has a lot of, this is a nice sort of text background if that's your deal, because I know a lot of people, I want to say I'm trying to remember. There's somebody who really likes typography pads. I know Lynn does, but there's another person in my friend group. But if you're in the, oh, hello. I've been good. Oh, yeah, I've been terrible about not buying any paper, so I'll just put that out there. Um, I think I don't need any more paper like until the new year, but we'll see. People keep releasing things. Actually, there's a Spellbinders pad I'm really interested in because like I don't have 15 other Christmas things for some reason. What were you saying? Oh, gray is nice. I actually just bought a bunch of gray paper because this came up in some discussion, and I was kind of like, I have zero gray paper, and I just had a little bit that came in sort of a mixed neutrals pack, but I swung by the Hobby Lobby and picked up some because I've been liking it a lot too. I mean, I think it's just a very versatile color that's not white or cream. Yeah, I'm trying to get into colored card bases more. I always kind of feel like I don't know that some of the time I don't know. I get lazy about wanting to put like an actual like white mat on the inside, but I feel like whenever I do them, I really like the outcome. The AJ background. Oh yeah, I would agree. Yeah, no, that's my problem too. It's like, and fall's my favorite season by a lot. Winter is fine, but like I feel like for better or worse, like I get through winter with sort of like shimmer white cardstock and then just embellish it to make it look like snow. Oh, these are cute. Um, I'm not sure if it's reading the same on camera, but this is a very, let me see if I can make my light a little bit brighter. That might help a bit. Yeah. So these are really nice. They're really nice colors because they're not like, I mean, like this original paper, right? These are like really saturated colors, but these are a little more muted. So, I mean, I like these star backgrounds because I think they play nicely with others, and they seem to exist in all colors. And of course, a plaid, which I love. And then this is sort of a more vibrant version of the first one, but I think now we're getting into repeats. But the other thing that's neat is this ephemera pack. I won't pull the whole thing out because we don't need to be here for like 2 hours. But this one and some of there's a fall one you'll see soon that they are coming with a lot more sentiments, which I like because stamping sentiments is fine, but sometimes it's just nice to have a piece of ephemera. So this is birthday happiness, both things. I don't know when I'm going to do a birthday card series, but I have like 0 birthday cards, and I don't make them as much as I should. I guess. I guess while we're here, I'll tease mystery craft along cream, brown, craft, copper, and then I have 2 pattern papers, and they're both kind of in a brown color. If I can take them apart. So I have this rainbow and then these thermoses. So I'm still trying to get rid of the time off line pad, even though I might go and like buy a whole nother card kit because I like the kit so much. But you know, it's like I've all month I've been trying to like get rid of this pad, and like 3/4 of it is gone, but I still have a couple things left. And then with today's, I needed 2 of everything, so it was good because I haven't used those because I tend to go for the non-directional patterns first. Anyway, let's talk about fall. Unless birthdays anymore. Well, unless you have a fall birthday, and I sort of have a fall birthday, it being in December. So this has nothing to do with fall, but I picked up the other Halloween stamp set mostly because I really like silhouette stamps and forgot about this haunted house, which will go really neat with the ghosts I have. This is, as you might notice, is the same spider from the Pink and Cute pad, if that's your thing, and another cute ghost. But I really like the 2 witches that came in this, so I got that mostly for the witches. Anywho, and it's funny because I've done some Halloween stuff, but like I feel like I have a whole nother month in it. So let us look at the 2 papers and then we can look at the other stuff. So there are 3 paper pads in this actual collection. The one I didn't buy is called Delicate Pumpkins, which is similar to the Pink and Cute Halloween and potentially similar to other things coming out later this fall, like in September, where it's basically your non-traditional but very pink and teal and orange and pastels and all that stuff. So like if you're a fan of that, then definitely I would check that one out. But the 2 I liked were the Trip to the Orchard, which sort of has a lot of traditional fall and fall love. These both have like a really similar color palette. Let me see what I'm missing. Oh yes. I'm going to be interested to see what this is because I have no idea because they're sort of like 4 card bases. So I'm hoping it's like a 3D something. I feel like Meg does a lot of 3D stuff. So this might be more of like a card that might display well. Um, so I'll say like Southern Wisconsin is weird. Um, so it's so September has become more of a summer month over time, and then like real fall is like October and November, and then depending on December is does different things different years. So like I'm trying to think. This in 2019, I had I had a walk that was at like the 15th of December, and it was like 65 degrees. So it was definitely still fall. And then by Christmas it was snowing and it was like 20. So I don't know. And then what's been happening the last couple years is sort of like last week where it'll be some general temperature and then you'll have either a hot or a cold like 4 or 5 days. But anywho, these are the 2 sort of more traditional pads, and I feel like they mix and match really well together. Although the ephemera is quite different, so we'll take a peek second. But this is probably what I bought this for the most. Is there's some really nice leaf patterns, and it's to sort of plagiarize something the pad designer said a couple days ago. There, so this it looks like it's a very let me see. So it's a very black adjacent, very dark brown. So it's sort of like a burnt umber kind of thing. And like, look at this plaid. How can you not like this plaid? This this to me is like fall. Like this, like goldenrod plus these 2 colors and brown. Like to me is like the ideal fall palette, but other people may have different ideas. If you like pink pumpkins, last year Cat Scrappiness did a neat pad that had some blue pumpkins. Like if you like other colors, I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying like for me, I just love orange, all the oranges and all the yellows. This one has this truck that's pretty iconic throughout the pad. You see that there's like that one, and then this also done in the orange. And then again, you see sort of the return of this pinstripe pattern that has all the colors. This one I really like. I feel like a similar pattern came out in one of the summer pads. I want to say that poolside, but like in a very like pool blue. But anyway, then I didn't, and I just said this and didn't even think of it. Okay, there these have blue pumpkins too. As you can see, these are very much like the pumpkins in Pink and Cute, where they have like this watercolor vibe. Maybe you can't see that, but um, actually, the new camera things seem to be showing up more true to life, which is kind of a nice change. Let's see. We get a week of fall. I forget where you're located. I don't know. I have friends in Florida who claim that there's fall in Florida, but I mean, I feel like both Florida and Southern California have like summer and less summer. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense because I know people who have gone on cruises in Alaska and sort of Augusty times, like where it's not like super cold, but um, as I understand it, it never gets like super duper warm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you and Brian, you have like real summer. I have a friend who lives in East Texas, which I get sort of a similar weather pattern where it's like super hot all summer. And then it's there's a sort of spring and fall and then sort of a winter. This is a pretty neat like splatter pattern if that's your thing. I like stuff like this to use as like a mat, like if you especially if you're using like one of these busier patterns, like sometimes it's nice to break it up. And then of course, my other favorite color green. And then this is sort of a more red dominant version of I don't know if it's the same pattern. I guess it's not the same. They're the same. They're the same leaf. Um, I should know what leaf this is. I want to say a sycamore, maybe. Like I know that we had these in the Northeast, but I haven't seen them in Wisconsin. And then we start repeating. So that is the trip to the orchard, and I believe that this this is a trip to the orchard ephemera, and it has a ton of sentiments. So, like to me, this is sort of like the sentiment pack I would have bought anyway. But as you can see, like these are really nice sizes. I think it's the summer coffee. One of the summer coffee pads actually had like a page in it that was like a cut apart, and I haven't seen that in a while. But I hope that comes back at some point. Um, and I guess I should see what else is in here that I forgot about. There's a lot of clusters if that's your thing, because these are definitely nice to sort of have with the cluster as well. And then, see, I like stuff like this where it's just like a focal piece and a sentiment and you're all ready to go. And there are some trucks in here of various sizes as well. So there's a whole bunch of things that are, very, very much compatible with anything like any of the pattern paper pads. Um, I think it would be really interesting to mix this with like a more like Pink and Cute or like one of those non-traditional colors because I think I really want to try um, potential spoiler for later, but I want to try mixing like sort of traditional ephemera with some of the more modern kind of unexpected color palette fall things. So I think that would be a really neat look. So Trip to the Orchard, as you might guess, is orchard themed. It's more pumpkin themed, I would say. I think this is what I bought this pad for primarily. Let me see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm a fan of naps as well. Ah, awesome. Congratulations on your pre-retirement. See, I don't know. I'm kind of a strange person. Like I don't know that I would ever retire because I feel like I don't know what I'd do with myself. But anyway, I guess I would craft a lot more. But this one I think you could scan and cut out, which would be pretty neat. So I'm kind of interested to see how that works out. Love the coffee, love the pies. I'm all about the pumpkin pie, so I'm very happy. And there's the same thing only with a teal background, which is pretty neat and a little unexpected. Both of these I think would make great background pieces. And then there's sort of one of the more subtle patterns. This is which I can't even get to read on camera. Anyway, it's sort of a scratch marks in white on a very like light sort of burnt sienna color. Then we have a little more of these guys. Oh, I didn't remember this had butterflies in it. I always like the butterflies in any of these patterns. And I forgot that this was very teal dominant because here's another one. I think this would be like very cool with some of the ephemera on it. Like I feel like this is not super busy. There I didn't pick it up, but there's also a stencil that is pumpkin, so that potentially can mix and match with these. But I like the fact that these have a like almost solid background because I feel like some of these you could scan and cut or fuzzy cut out. Ooh, love this one. I am all about the stripes. Especially something like this because it sort of looks like plank, so you could see like this with like the red truck in front of it or something. More leaves, which are a theme. I don't know if they'll do it again, but like Hobby Lobby had some really cool like pre-cut ephemera leaves in like red and orange last year, but they were like pre-foiled, so those were kind of cool. Anyway, I haven't seen. I don't think either of these packs really has a ton of leaf ephemera, which is interesting. But there are about a billion different dyes that cut leaves. Cat Scrappiness makes the one that I was using all last year, just because I could leave the whole thing together and then basically cut leaves out of a whole bunch of colors, and then you'd have just like a stash of them. They're a really fun thing to like die cut if you're doing something else. But anyway, um, more of the faux glitter in blue. Then again in sort of this sand color with a light white as its accent. Umbrellas play a role in the ephemera a lot, so that's cute with the two umbrellas and the two pumpkins. We have our pies again, and then some more faux glitter. And I think, yeah. Oh, I guess we're not repeating. Wow, this one is really varied because normally, so I can't read apparently, but there are 24 different patterns in this, and there are 2 of each. Where normally what you're gonna get is 12 patterns and 4 of each. So if you're better at reading than me, you'd be less surprised by this. But then we have the scratch marks with the dark teal. I don't know if would quite. It's almost a gray kind of teal, which is definitely good. And these cute little hearts with the stripes. I like that a lot too. And what do we have? We have some like harvest wheat and other dried things in bottles. That's cute. And then I saw this one. I forgot about this one. This is like copper. So I love the foil copper, but this is a good alternative. And then we get more into now we're repeating. And then another faux glitter. So that's the fall love, but it's good to know that this one has more patterns, but fewer repeats, depending on if that's a thing you like or not. Hi, Heather. How are you? I'm sorry I did not welcome you properly. Oh no, there's still plenty of stuff to see. We were mostly looking at the 2 paper pads I picked up. These are both the sort of traditional colored ones. There is a pastel one as well if you're more non-traditional. And then I really like this ephemera pack because it's got just a ton of sentiments in it, which I feel like sometimes stamping sentiments can, I don't know, get a bit taxing over time. And then, so this is the Fall Love Ephemera. It's very much got the teal and orange kind of vibe, which is sort of non-traditional. I will see if I can, this one is really packed. I mean, I guess all the ephemera packs are. This is the umbrella that sort of played a role. And then there are a lot of cute girls in this pack that, as per usual, come in different skin tone colors depending on what you personally think works best for your card, or really who you're giving it to. Because sometimes it's nice to make a card seem more like the recipient or other people in their lives. I always like doing that, so I always appreciate that. Anyway, and then we have the butterflies and a bunch of other stuff, and then another girl drinking latte. Um, Sort of like Spellbinders. Well, you can't see if I do it off camera, but these are pretty packed ephemera packs. I mean, so I always feel like they're a really good deal at. I think they're $7.99, but I feel like I always have like way more ephemera than I need, which is great. This was also previewed early. This is one of the stamp sets that came in there. Let me see if it says. It says not too shabby. Fall Day. So this has the cute animals, which I wanted. It also has a couple pumpkins. So if you're like me and like to use pumpkins a lot, this was good for that. And let's see what the sentiments say. Fall days. Fall breeze and autumn leaves. So this one comes with two sentiments. There's two other stamp sets, and I almost just lost a little coffee. You can see, like, anyway, one has more animals on it, and the other one is delicate pumpkins, I think, which coordinates with that non-traditional paper pad. But it has some really nice pumpkins with flowers and vines and other stuff. So if you're more of a sort of nature person, I think that would be a good option as well. I like the cute animals, as you're probably not surprised about at all. But this fox is really lovely as well. And then you have like a little leaf and a mushroom and an acorn and all the sort of fall things. This is sold out, so I don't know if it's still available, but it was a standalone fall die set. Um, that makes a bunch of different things when you put it together. You have a couple pumpkins, you have some sentiments, there's a leaf and a mushroom and some other things. And I'm trying to remember. And then there's like, this is kind of cute. This is just a little tag. But anyway, uh, Jamie just released a video yesterday on how to put this together. So I'm very interested to try it out. I believe this makes a fox or something like that. But there's a cute critter involved. So if you're more of a assemble things from dies versus a stamp person, this might be a good option. Also, all of the stamp sets from the fall and every other release have coordinating dies, although I didn't pick any up because I usually scan and cut stuff. But anyway, those were the fall things that I picked up, and I am very excited for fall, as well as more Halloween. I don't know. I'm always torn this time of year. Am I more in a Halloween mood, or I'm more in a fall mood? I feel like September always kind of gets dominated by Halloween for me because it's sort of like you want to get that crafting done in advance of October. But anywho, thanks for dropping by, guys. Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. Like I think I was shopping at like 10 a.m. on release day, and then by the time Jamie did her release party at 1, like it was sold out. So I don't know. I feel like just I'm much more of a stamp than a die person, but I'm trying to get into it more. Mine as well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like this whole I don't know, the next 3 months or so are definitely my favorite time of the year. Plus, I feel like there's so much Christmas stuff that comes out that you kind of get into some of the non-traditional Christmas stuff, which I like quite a bit as well. Anyway, thanks for dropping by, guys. I will be back on Meg's channel at 4 o'clock my time, which is basically 2 hours from now. And feel free to drop by and craft along. The mystery craft along should be fun. I have no idea what we're making, but I'm sure we'll make something that's interesting. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. And I'll be back on Sunday as well. I think we have a little something special to do. So I think that's something to look forward to kind of round out the adventure in August, since it's going to be the last August stream. There will be something in early September to do the actual prize drawings as well, if you participated in that challenge. And if you're interested in any of that, feel free to check out the Crafty Fun with Friends group. Do I have a banner for that? No, but I can. I think I can. We'll see if I can do it correctly this time. I can type. We'll see if that worked. Or I spelled it wrong. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's the Crafty Fun Facebook group. The Adventure in August challenge is going on in there, and feel free to ignore my cats who are trying to maul each other because, hey, that's probably fun for them. But anyway, I will catch you guys either later today or potentially tomorrow as well. And have a great rest of your day and a great weekend.